Hello, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do a very old and classic game box opening. This Wooden Ships Iron Man from Avalon Hill. And this game, I believe, came out in 1975 or 74. Copyright 1975. And it was the official bicentennial war game commemorating our 200th anniversary as a country. This is a very classic game of naval battle. If you've never played it before, it's not overly complicated. It's on ship level. Generally, you have 4 or 5 ships that you're working with at a time, so you don't have a whole fleet. So it's kind of nice that way. Nothing on the back, as you see here, but this game can be picked up used on eBay. Board Gamers, a couple other places you can find this relatively easy, and it's really a fun game to have. So I'll show you the inside here now. This particular one I've already made a custom holder for all of the pieces. You can see that here are the pieces I have them cut out, and I have the corners clipped already. But it will generally come with a sheet of pieces or a number of them in the box. Most of the time they'll be knocked out plastic bags. It does come with one die, one small die there. But also what the box should have included in is the rule book. And here's the introduction to the rules, and you can see that this is old printing. It has somewhat a couple colors in it, but not a lot. But you'll find that this game here, optional rules start at page 11. So there's 10 pages of rules here, and a lot of them are diagrams showing you what to do. And so it's somewhat smaller writing, but it's real easy to get through the instructions. And then you have all of your different scenarios here, and you can see that some of them have quite a few ships. Some of them have 3 or 4. As we get back to this campaign game here, some of these have certain ships here, and some of them have used all of the ships. Oops. Now this particular game, designing your own scenario on the back here goes with that, and I think we have some specs on things and the cost so that you can figure out how you can do your own games here. Have a sample game here, shows you playthrough, and then a sample write-up of the pad that you use to keep track of all of the damage. Designer's notes at the very back and critical hit table, and then we have some other tables here. Now these tables also are on this little handout sheet here, right here, which you get one of those, and you get a ship log that is like this, which you can copy, but it's two-sided, so you can copy it. Now when you get into larger battles, you have quite a few ship logs, so it does make it kind of complicated. And if you go on Board Gamers, you're going to see that they have a lot of downloads for people who have adapted these so that you can play without having to fill out so many of these. There's some that just have lines going across, which makes it much easier. You get like 20 of them on a page. So that comes with the game. And then last but not least, we have our map here, which this is a mounted map, which all the older ones were. And there's actually 2 of them. This is the first one. And you see that it has different colors here, and in certain scenarios this would be land or something like that, or this might be land. Then all of that's open sea. And they can fit next to each other, so that you make a much larger map here if you'd like. But again, you see that we have different color codes here, so that if you're playing a certain scenario, certain things may be blocked off or prohibited to you from going into certain areas. So those are the 2 different map sheets, or map boards I should say, because they are nicely mounted. And again, like I said, this particular game was in really good shape. It had some damaged corners on the boxes, but as far as all the pieces go, it looked like whoever had this game did not bother to do anything. As a matter of fact, I think all these pieces were actually they were unpunched. So some ships here, little pieces here, and I'll try to do a playthrough on this game too, but this is really a fun sit down at the table for an evening game that you just sort of shoot back and forth until one of you sinks. So it's kind of a lot of fun. But I just thought I'd share that with you. I recently purchased this one here, used, so that I could have this game back again. But hope you liked that. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. And thank you for watching my box opening of Wooden Ships Iron Man.